What's up, guys, and welcome back to CNAP Films and Animation. He's Corey.
He's Alan. And today we are going to discuss the first film from Satoshi Kon, Perfect Blue. So Perfect Blue follows this young woman. She is a
Pop star.
Yeah.
She is trying to make a transition from being a pop star to being an actress.
Mm-hmm.
And the story follows her trying to get away from the pop star role and become an actress.
Mm-hmm.
But in her mind, she has a lot of regrets of doing that. She still really enjoyed being a pop star, and she has to deal with her feelings and a
Stalker,
yes,
who is absolutely obsessed with the pop star self of her.
yes, and soon people around her that have affected her in some way, her career, are turning up
Dead.
yes.
Brutally murdered, and she is trying to figure out, who's killing him. Could it be her? Could it be someone else?
Yes.
While
While trying to keep her sanity, because she keeps
having kind of hallucinogenic moments. She has elements of delusions.
delusion. She starts to lose her ability to tell fantasy and between fantasy and reality.
Yeah. So, first off, I want to say that this movie was not the greatest, but certainly not the worst I've seen either.
No, it had an interesting story,
Mm-hmm.
but it's how they portray it is kind of a double-edged sword. You question, like, well, okay, what's reality, what's fantasy yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but it does it so heavy, it's like, okay, I'm just confused now, what is going on exactly?
Mm-hmm.
Now, sometimes that's really good,
Mm-hmm.
but it could be really distracting,
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the twist at the end. I saw it coming,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, it's one of those that they lean really heavy on one guy. He was part of the problem,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not.
The problem.
Yes.
We're not going to spoil anything, but
That in itself is a spoiler, and I'm sorry about that, but it's part of the talking about it.
yeah.
Interesting characters. The whole hallucination thing
Mm-hmm.
is neat.
Yeah. I really liked the animation style for this. It was more of a realistic, kind of a natural animation blend, and I thought it worked fairly nice for it. The writing was pretty good for the most part. I mean, he saw the ending coming. I really wasn't trying to guess what it was, but when he said it, I was like, okay, I could see that, and sure enough. But yeah, I enjoyed this movie for the most part. I did think that it had some really good elements. For example, first to the animation. I liked the story, but some of its faults would, for me, be it is too confusing in places.
Mm-hmm.
There is some moments where it's like, I guess, a dream within a dream within a dream. Dreamception.
You're using the term wrong, you ass.
I know, but that's what all the memes are these days.
I know. Well.
But yeah, I mean, it's all sorts of weird elements thrown together, but it really does make a interesting film. It's not my favorite of Satoshi Kon's, but it's far from, like the worst animation I've ever seen.
Yeah.
For a first film, I thought it was a solid enough film.
Yeah. Animation's good. The characters are all different. They bring different things to the table. They're neat.
The Stalker, sorry to interrupt you, but the Stalker I thought was creepily designed.
Mm-hmm.
There's a nice creepiness to his character and everything.
Yeah. You wonder. You can tell he's a fan. It's like, how much does he like this pop star turned actress? And as you realize, it's an obsession. They do that really well. And the mind games that are played with the main star are interesting. Towards the middle and towards the end, there are some scenes that are really confusing. They pop in like reality is matching fiction and fiction's matching reality. Pop up. It like looks like it's going. This is happening, then all of a sudden it's like, no, this plus this is happening. Wait, what? 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. No, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2.
If you can name that movie, you are awesome. But anyway, I was going to say something and completely spaced it. What was it?
It was this.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wanted to give a fair warning. I don't mean to get spoilerish, but I do want to give a warning. There is a kind of, not really, rape scene in the movie.
Yeah.
The woman, Mima, I think that was her name.
Yeah.
She is in a role and for an acting role, and she is asked to be in a rape scene.
Yes.
And
they show it a couple times from different angles, and it can be a little disturbing. They also
they don't really show anything graphic, but I mean, I could see where it could upset somebody, so I'm just giving a warning.
There's a scene that I thought was, well, it didn't seem to have anything to do with the plot. It is a photo shoot. It's just kind of there. They don't really build up to like, Mia, you're having a photo shoot, some blah blah blah, or hers coming up. Yeah, I want a photo shoot to get away from being a pop star, which it's pretty much her posing naked. Okay, it just boom.
I would say that this is also one of the few animes that showed full frontal.
Yes, a lot of animes you'll see. You will not see genitalia, all female genitalia. You'll see breasts, nipples, that. This one actually shows everything. I did not expect that.
Now, there are probably some out there. We haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's just, it seems to be the norm. It's just, we're fine with nipples, nothing else.
But, what would you give this one?
It has some neat elements. It can be confusing. Characters are pretty neat. The big reveal, even though I saw it coming, was interesting and messes with your mind a little bit. A 6.8.
Okay.
I did like some parts, but some others were like, I think they could have done a little bit more. How about you?
Yeah, I'll probably give this a 7.5.
Okay.
I thought it was a solid film, especially for a first-time director. Some of his other works I'm bigger fans of. For example, Tokyo Godfathers,
yes,
or even Paprika.
Yeah.
But I did think that this was a solid film.
It was.
So, go into it with, I guess, a grain of salt. But you might enjoy it. So, yeah. Tell us, guys, have you seen this movie? If you have, what'd you think of it? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Share your thoughts on the film. Comment below, let us know. We'd love to hear your feedback.
If you like this video, be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe, and be sure to check out other videos.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. If you have any movie suggestions or TV suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments.
And as always, he's Corey.
He's Alan, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you guys later.